Hi students, this is Viswanath, chemistry faculty for NEET and IIT exams. Now see the atomic structure. From this chapter, one question will come in the NEET exam. So this chapter weightage is 4 marks. Now I am explaining theory part briefly. First one is subatomic particles. Already we know that electron, proton, neutron are called subatomic particles. All the elements in the periodic table having these three types of particles except one element, that is hydrogen. Hydrogen does not having all these particles. It has only one electron and one proton. There is no neutron in the hydrogen. Next, see the charge, discovery and mass of these particles. Mass of electron is 9.109 into 10 power minus 31 kilograms. In terms of AMU, 0.00054 AMU. Charge minus 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs or minus 4.8 into 10 power minus 10 ESU. Electrostatic unit. We know that electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson by cathode ray discharge tube experiment. Next, proton. Mass is 1.672 into 10 power minus 27 kilograms or 1.00727 AMU. Charge is same as that of electron but only difference sign. In case of electron, negative sign. In case of proton, positive sign. So value is plus 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs or plus 4.8 into 10 power minus 10 ESU. Electrostatic unit. Proton was discovered by Goldstein. Next, neutron. Mass 1.674 into 10 power minus 27 kilograms or 1.0086 AMU. We know that neutron is a chargeless particle. So charge is 0. Discovered by James Chadwick. So between electron, proton and neutron, electron mass is negligible. Very less. And proton, neutron having considerable mass. Between proton and neutron, neutron mass is higher than proton mass. Next, the charge to mass ratio is known as specific charge. Now say this, E by M value for electron was determined by J.J. Thomson. So E by M value for electron is 1.758 into 10 power 11 coulomb per kilogram. E by M value of anode rays is smaller than that of electrons and depends upon nature of the gas. E by M, E means charge, M means mass. Already we know that proton mass is more than electron mass. So denominator part is higher means this E by M value of protons is less than electron E by M value. And this E by M value depends on nature of the gas. E by M value of anode rays is maximum when the hydrogen gas is present. So compared to other gases, if we consider hydrogen gas, E by M value is more for protons because for hydrogen, one proton is present. That means denominator M value is less. That's why E by M value is high compared to other gases. Next, Millikan determined the charge of the electron by oil drop experiment. So charge of the electron was determined by Millikan. Experiment is oil drop experiment and its value 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. From this we can calculate mass of the electron Me equal to charge of the electron E by M, that equal to 9.109 into 10 power minus 31 kilograms. Next, so these are important points related to subatomic particles. Next one is atomic models. How these subatomic particles are arranged inside the atom. To explain that, different atomic models were proposed from time to time. First one is Thomson's model. It was proposed by J.J. Thomson. It is also called watermelon model or plum pudding model. And it cannot explain electrical neutrality of the atom. This Thomson's model proposed that inside the atom is in spherical shape. Inside the spherical shape atom, positive charge is distributed. In that, negatively charged electrons are arranged. That means embedded, just like seeds in the watermelon. But it cannot explain the electrical neutrality of the atom. That's why it was rejected. Next, Rutherford's model. that is alpha, based on alpha ray scattering experiment. Already we know that this Rutherford discovered nucleus. Nucleus is present, heavy part of the, that means massive part of the atom is present at the center of the atom. That part he considered as nucleus. So nucleus was discovered by Rutherford by alpha ray scattering experiment. So this is the representation of that nucleus and electron. At the center, positively charged nucleus is there. Around this, electrons are revolving in a fixed circular path, just like a planets revolving around the sun. That's why this model is also called as planetary model. Now, between electron and positively charged nucleus, attractive force is there, that is centripetal force acting towards the nucleus, centrifugal force outward direction of the nucleus acting outward direction of the nucleus. These two forces are equal and working in opposite direction. That's why electron is revolving around the nucleus. But this atomic model also has some defects. Those are failed to explain stability of the atom, failed to explain atomic spectrum of the elements. How atom is stable? For that, this model did not give any suitable explanation, and also it could not explain atomic spectrum of the elements. So these are the drawbacks. Next, atomic number, mass number. Atomic number. Inside the atom, 3 subatomic particles are there: electron, proton, and neutron. This atomic number represents the number of protons or number of electrons present in the atom. So for a neutral atom, number of protons equal to number of electrons, because neutral atom means it has no charge. We know that protons are positively charged particles, electrons are negatively charged particles. That's why for a neutral atom, these two types of particles number is same. So atomic number represents number of protons or number of electrons in the atom. It is represented by Z. Each element having a particular atomic number. No two elements do not have same atomic number. Next, mass number. Say this mass number is related to mass of the atom. That means the sum of number of protons and neutrons is called mass number. So mass number symbol is A equal to Z plus N. N represents number of neutrons, Z represents here atomic number. Here atomic number is nothing but number of protons we have to consider, because electrons mass is negligible. When we consider mass number, we have to consider mass of neutron and proton only. So mass number definition is the sum of number of protons and neutrons present in the atom is called mass number. Formula A equal to Z plus N. Very simple definitions. Next, say this isotopes. Isotopes, isobars. Same atomic numbers but different mass numbers. Atoms of the same element having different mass numbers are called isotopes. Say the example H11, H12, H13. These are subscript positions. These subscript positions indicate atomic numbers. Superscript positions 1, 2, 3 represent mass numbers. See, all these elements atomic numbers are same. That means these species belong to same element, hydrogen, and superscript numbers 1, 2, 3 are different. Those represent mass numbers. So these are isotopes of hydrogen. H11, H12. H11 means protium, H12 deuterium, H13 tritium. Same manner, carbon also having isotopes C612, C613, C614. Next, isobars. Same mass numbers but different atomic numbers. Atoms of different elements having same mass numbers are called isobars. Example C614, N714. Carbon, nitrogen, different elements, so they must have different atomic numbers, but mass number is same. So these are called isobars. Next, isoelectronic species. Neutral atoms or ions or molecules having same number of electrons are called isoelectronic species. Understanding? Neutral atoms, ions, or molecules having same number of electrons are called isoelectronic species. Next, see the next one. Nature of electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation means from sunlight we can get sun rays. These sun rays having different types of radiations. When these radiations are traveling from sun to reach to the earth, electric field and magnetic fields are produced in their propagation, and these two fields are perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to the propagation of these radiations. That's why these are called electromagnetic radiations. In these electromagnetic radiations we can observe different types of waves: cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, UV, ultraviolet rays, visible, IR, infrared rays, microwaves, TV waves, radio waves. Okay, from cosmic rays to radio waves, wavelength increases. Wavelength increases means frequency decreases. Frequency decreases means energy decreases. These electromagnetic radiation having some characteristics. See the first one, wavelength. Wavelength means the distance between two successive crusts or two successive troughs is called wavelength. This is crust, this is one wave, this is another wave. Here in the diagram two waves are representing. This part is called crust, this part is called trough. This is also crust, this is also trough. So distance between two successive crusts or two successive troughs is called wavelength. Symbol lambda, units, angstrom units, nanometer, meter, centimeter. 1 angstrom unit equal to 10 power minus 8 centimeter, that equal to 10 power minus 10 meter. Next, frequency nu, the number of waves that pass through a given point in 1 second. In 1 second, through a particular point, how many waves are passing? That is frequency. So units, second inverse, cycles per second, CPS or hertz. 1 cycle per second, 1 CPS equal to 1 hertz, that equal to second inverse. This frequency and wavelength are inversely related. Nu is inversely proportional to lambda, that equal to nu equal to c by lambda. Here c is a velocity of light, value 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Next, wave number. The number of wavelengths per unit length is called wave number. In particular length, how many wavelengths are present? That is wave number. In 1 centimeter length, how many wavelengths are there? In 1 meter length, how many wavelengths are there? That is called wave number. Otherwise, the reciprocal of wavelength is called wave number. It is denoted by nu bar. So wave number nu bar equal to 1 by lambda, units, centimeter inverse or meter inverse. See this important thing. The relation between nu, frequency, and wave number is nu equal to c into nu bar. Okay. Next, velocity c equal to the distance traveled by a wave in 1 second is called its velocity, units, meter per second or centimeter per second. Next, amplitude, the height of the crust or depth of the trough of a wave is called amplitude. In the diagram, we can represent one wave. This is crest, this is trough. This height is called amplitude or this height is called amplitude. Amplitude is a measure of the intensity or brightness of a beam of light is called amplitude. Okay, we will meet in the next class.